Right now at 6, a local retreat center hopes to bring the community together through some artwork.
And an Eau Claire company is surprising a veteran in hospice with some Christmas spirit.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. An Onalaska man is dead following a crash Sunday night. According to the Vernon County Sheriff's Office, a deputy discovered a pickup truck that had gone off State Highway 56. The driver, 43-year-old Paul Craig, was trapped inside the vehicle. Craig was dead when the law enforcement found the wreckage. The truck was severely damaged and Craig had to be extricated. Officials believe Craig was the only person inside the truck at the time of the crash. It remains under investigation.
Wisconsin Republicans are floating a bill to eliminate the Wisconsin Elections Commission months before the 2024 election. The bipartisan commission currently oversees state elections. The Republican bill would transfer that responsibility to the Secretary of State's office with significant legislative oversight. The WEC has been the recent target of Republican scrutiny. Republicans in the legislature unsuccessfully voted to fire the group's administrator, Megan Wolf, over concerns with how the 2020 election was administered.
Well, take me out to the ball game because the Brewers are staying in Milwaukee. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers signing a bipartisan package of bills today. The bills were passed by the Wisconsin State Legislature to keep the Milwaukee Brewers and Major League Baseball in Wisconsin through 2050. Governor Evers was joined by the Milwaukee Brewers organization during the ceremony at American Family Field. Since opening its doors in 2001, the ballpark has generated $2.5 billion in total economic output for the state.
Another Cooley Region lawmaker has a seat on Wisconsin's Building Commission. Senator Brad Pfaff joining La Crosse Assemblywoman Jill Billings on the bipartisan group that oversees state facility projects. Democratic Senator Diane Hesselbein appointed Pfaff as one of her first decisions since being voted Senate Minority Leader. Pfaff says the group will listen to agencies under the Department of Administration to figure out which building projects should be given available resources.
We're prioritizing and we're itemizing what is the level best that we can do as a state to make the kind of investments that are needed.
Now, the commission used to have a final say over which projects get a green light, but that power has largely shifted to the Republican-controlled Joint Finance Committee in recent years. Pfaff says that shift is why the UW-La Crosse Prairie Springs Science Center has not gotten final budget approval. Pfaff hopes projects like that may get across the finish line in the next budget.
A former UWL student is running for the La Crosse County Board again, but this time for a different seat. Grant Matthew announced today he's running for the District 6 supervisor position. He was elected to the board as the District 5 supervisor in 2020 and 2022. He resigned from that role in September, saying he moved out of the district's boundaries. During his time on the board, Matthew served on the Economic Development Fund Board, La Crosse City Arts Board, and was vice chairperson of the Veterans, Aging, and Long-Term Care Committee.
A new grant is helping Crawford County detect fentanyl. The Crawford County Sheriff's Office Department of Emergency Management announcing today it secured a fentanyl drug test strips grant. The grant will provide around 6,000 test strips, helping first responders respond more effectively to potential overdose incidents and save lives. The initiative is part of a statewide effort by Wisconsin's DHS to distribute almost 150,000 test strips and kits. So some cloud cover for the Cooley region today. We're not in a frigid temperature-wise situation.
Not even
but
close.
yeah, later in December perhaps, but things are looking pretty good.
We've been very lucky so far for this December, even November too. We haven't had much in the way of really chilly conditions overall. Today was one of another days, but pretty typical average temperature, but it was a little bit damp this morning just because with the cloud cover. Overall, there's your high temperatures, not that far off from really where we should be. If you look at that, it's about a degree or two above depending on location. But all in all, that's pretty typical for this time of year. Right now, current temperatures, we are pretty chilly around here somewhat, but look well to the west into Dakotas beyond that. That's where the 40s are sitting, and that's the air that eventually will get here. It's going to take another 24 hours to get through here. That warm front's to the west. Once you get to the other side of it, you're going to be in plenty of nice warm conditions, but it's going to take another 24 hours. Right now, we're dealing with cloud cover overnight, lingering low cloud cover that'll still be around off and on. That'll be your evening type of forecast with just some light winds as we go through. Overall, getting back down to the upper 20s for La Crosse. Same story for as we go through Eau Claire, excuse me. We're going to get back down into the mid-20s with once again on and off cloud cover, light winds. All in all, not too bad of a December thing, but we got some conditions that are going to be turning, yes, warmer. 50s are coming back, so you'll need the jacket probably tomorrow. It'll be a different story come Thursday, Friday.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Greg.
An Eau Claire family got a holiday surprise this evening. Amy and Joe are both Navy veterans. The couple moved to Eau Claire with their toddler to support Amy's parents. Her father entered into hospice care this week due to cancer, and this will likely be the family's last holiday together. In honor of Amy and Joe's military service and their commitment to serving others, Eau Claire's Christmas Decor decided to decorate Amy's parents' house for the holidays. One of the decorators explains what it meant to be part of the surprise.
It's really special to just be able to be a part of that. It's definitely something that they're going to remember for a very long time. So just the fact that we got to be a part of that, that's the most special thing for us.
The group behind the decoration says they hope this Christmas will reveal the family, will help the family create even more special memories they can remember.
That is a great gesture for sure. A La Crosse Retreat Center is recreating a historical painting showing the meaning of Christmas.
The Franciscan Spirituality Center is teaming up with Mayo Clinic and Viterbo University to create a mural celebrating the 800th anniversary of the Nativity. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
Emily, the mural depicts the birth of Jesus at Bethlehem, surrounded by Mother Mary and Joseph, and of course the shepherds. It's known as the biblical incarnation of Jesus. The Franciscan Spirituality Center's hoping the painting will give people a better understanding of Christmas. Lori Swan sees Christmas differently than other people do.
To me, Christmas can get very commercialized, and people get caught up in the financial aspect, and I feel like this is just something to bring people together to understand the real meaning behind Christmas.
She hopes folks see it as more than a holiday filled with gifts, decorations, and Santa. Since Monday, community members have been working on creating the scene of Jesus' birth. They want more people to understand why Christmas is celebrated.
As Christians, many of us celebrate Christmas, and so the incarnation of Jesus is really important in the biblical story, his humility and him bringing joy and hope and light to the world.
The Franciscan Spirituality Center hopes the painting connects people from all religious backgrounds. No matter how you look at Christmas, the painting will always be special to Swan.
I am a believer in Christ and the story of Christmas, and this being the story of the birth of Christmas of Christ is very important, and so yeah, it has deep meaning for me.
It's also a distraction for her.
You forget at least a little while about the Christmas presents you have to buy and all the running around and all the traffic and all that. It just really takes people back and gets them into the spirit of what Christmas is all about.
And the painting is expected to be finished by December 15th. It will be displayed on December 16th inside Viterbo's San Damiano Chapel. Ken and Emily.
All right, Jeremy, thanks very much. And the public is welcome to help paint the Nativity mural. You can stop by Franciscan Spirituality Center weekdays between 8 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon.
Anti-Semitic acts continue to plague U.S. college campuses.
What federal lawmakers are doing to stop the hate right after this.
Save with holiday hot deals. Fresh ground beef, $2.98 for a 1-pound roll. Tombstone, DiGiorno's Classic Crust, or Jack's Rising Crust Pizza, $2.99. And 6-pack Coke products, $2.99 each when you buy 4, only at Hy-Vee.
Find everything you need to get your projects done at Menards. Skill delivers power and performance with the Power Core 20 cordless power tool system. With its advanced technology and innovative features, every Skill Power Core 20 battery is interchangeable with every Skill 20-volt power tool. Buy the Power Core 20-volt battery starter kit for just $99 and get one of these 6 tools for free. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
All season's greetings to you all from Menards.
No matter what kind of store you visit, no matter what kind of tobacco you ask for, it's illegal to sell tobacco products to anyone under 21. So remember to bring your ID. It will get checked. Because in Wisconsin, 21 means 21, no matter what.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO. Save every day this holiday with Perks prices. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, H Perks price $1.99. Chiquita bananas, H Perks price 39 cents a pound. And fresh chicken breasts, H Perks price $2.48 a pound. Sign up for Hy-Vee Perks today.
An Israeli commander is calling today the heaviest day of fighting for his troops since the ground operations in Gaza began.
The Israeli military is moving deeper into southern Gaza, striking targets in and around a city considered a Hamas stronghold. Israeli defense forces say they are trying to mitigate harm to civilians, but many Palestinians say they have no place to go, no supplies, and constantly fear bombardment.
We are living between life and death, this mother cries. We may die at any moment.
The U.S. plans to help create a field hospital inside the Gaza Strip for wounded civilians. The White House says it remains focused on surging humanitarian assistance while also supporting Israel and bringing their remaining hostages home. President Biden said Hamas's refusal to release the remaining young women broke the pause in fighting. The president said all hostages must be released immediately.
Rising anti-Semitism on college campuses took center stage on Capitol Hill today. Several university presidents testifying before the House about how they've responded to tensions on their campuses during the Hamas and Israel war. Universities like Penn and Harvard are among a growing list of schools that are being investigated by the U.S. Department of Education over incidents of alleged discrimination. The ranking Democrat on the committee called out Republicans for trying to cut funding from the Education Department.
You can't call for action, then hamstring the agency charged with taking that action to protect students' civil rights.
While the hearing was about anti-Semitism, the school administrators said they are also working to combat rising Islamophobia on college campuses. Other schools the Department of Education is investigating include Lafayette College in Pennsylvania and Cooper Union in New York City.
About half the adults in America report experiencing loneliness of some kind.
How one high school is helping by sending students to a nursing facility to play some games with residents.
And if you got any snow out there, it's definitely going to be gone probably by Friday as temperatures soar into the 50s. We do have some rain or snow this weekend. I'll break down if we get how much we may get and how long these 50s may last. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
We're celebrating 100 years of business here at Wesco and Sparta. 100 years of furniture, 100 years of appliances, 100 years of mattresses, 100 years of flooring and windows. We'd like to say thank you to our customers by giving up to 23% off everything in the store. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Thank you from 1923 to 2023, and tell them Peyton sent you.
When does a credit union become more than a credit union? Maybe it starts simple, getting you in a vehicle that's safe and reliable for your daily trips. Or maybe it's getting your dream vehicle for weekend adventures to remember. Whatever your vehicle needs are, Altra is ready to go the extra mile. With professional loan experts, an easy application, and no payments for 90 days. Apply today at drivealtra.org. Altra Federal Credit Union. helping you live your best life.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Water Works. For more than 30 years, American Water Works has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
About half of adults in this country are experiencing loneliness in some form, and it's not just a mental health issue.
Loneliness can put people at risk for all kinds of problems, including heart disease, diabetes, obesity, weakened immunity, and sleep problems. One high school in New York is combating this problem by sending students to a nursing facility to play games with the residents.
The idea was presented by Max Hockman, who was inspired by a connection he had with his grandfather during the COVID pandemic.
I started thinking about it during the COVID-19 pandemic when I heard about how my grandfather was kind of feeling lonely. I decided to just pick up the phone one day and call him and ask him to play chess online with me. I saw how that really improved his mood.
The National Poll on Health Aging finds the number of adults feeling isolated has improved from 2020, but is still higher than 2018.
Just another reminder that this kind of holiday season, even the smallest gesture can make such a difference.
It's important to reach out, and connect in whatever way you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, a warm-up is coming. I mean, I think we've got an embarrassment of riches when we're hovering in the mid-30s in December, Greg.
Yeah, for now. I think we'll be hoping for this when it comes January and February time frame, so something will eventually change. But for the time being, we got about 24 hours more, really just a cloud cover that we're going to kind of deal with. Low clouds will stick around, even high clouds tomorrow as you wake up. Still not too bad. Low 20s. The winds will start turning from the south because we do have a warm front that's going to lift north. It might provide enough to give us a little bit of a sprinkle or flurry for some areas, maybe in the early afternoon. The winds will definitely pick up, so even though we'll be in the upper 30s with that breeze, it may not quite feel as warm. Once we get towards tomorrow evening, the winds will start lightening up a little bit. We'll start seeing more breaks probably late in the afternoon through the evening hours. Still cloud cover off and on, but the one thing you'll note going Wednesday night into Thursday morning is the temperatures will be warm. We'll probably won't get much below freezing as you go into your Thursday, and that's because we're going to warm up pretty much behind that warm front. Once that warm front passes, there's not much downstream. We're going to start seeing a low that will develop in the Dakotas, and that's the one that we're going to track with the front that will eventually come through here, probably not until Friday. The good news with this is it'll be a dry front, so it's just going to cool us down a little bit. But in the meantime, look at these temperatures for Thursday, 20 to 25 plus degrees above average. Some of these areas out to the west will definitely be in the 60s. We'll be in the 50s. Thursday, Friday, we could be once again even higher. Just depends on the timing of that front coming through. And then beyond that, you look like we don't have too much in the way of blue colors, so our temperatures will drop off, but be more seasonable as we go through the weekend and even through next week. Not a lot of cold air really across the whole U.S., so that's the one thing to note is these cold temperatures are not going to come around. With the passage of that front, it's going to kind of slide south, and then it's going to stall down here just south of the area. Then we're going to watch a system lift north. This is the one we're tracking to see exactly how far north it goes. Right now, the bulk of the precipitation stays to the southeast. We're kind of on the northern fringe of it. That could change, so we're keeping a track of that. It's going to be Saturday night, Saturday into Sunday, and eventually then get out of here by about late Sunday into Monday. So the one thing we're going to keep an eye on, like I said, if the bulk of the snow or rain remains to the south, it has shifted just a little bit to the west. If it does shift more, then obviously our precipitation chances go up. If you are traveling in that direction, something to keep in mind for northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, that's where they could run into some problems. Just depends on what precip type is going to be, snow or rain right now. But we'll keep tabs on that. In the meantime, Like I said, here's a probability of snow. We're not going to see much right now. It's a low chance, but once again, there's a lot of uncertainty, so we'll keep tabs on that. Otherwise, you're looking at the upper teens to low 20s tonight. Cloud cover, keeping that temperature somewhat up. Tomorrow, there'll be a breeze with a sprinkle or a flurry, so it'll be 42 degrees in a lot of locations. With that wind, it won't feel quite warm. But the good news is that wind is with a warm front. So once we get on the backside of that warm front, that's when the 50s come in, and that'll be Thursday and Friday likely before we do have some rain, potentially snow, Saturday night into Sunday. We cool back off after that, but we're only cooling back to where we really should be by the time we get to Sunday and beyond, which is really in the low to mid 30s. So enjoy the warmth. The 30s don't look too bad next week. We'll keep an eye on Saturday night into Sunday for any travel issues with that one.
All right, sounds like a plan. Greg, thank you very much. Thank you. And coming up next in sports, the Badgers are back in action looking for their 6th straight win. Plus, the Bucks are back home tonight looking to advance to the semifinals of the in-season NBA tournament. Rob is up next.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Ford Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
Want to see a magic trick? Taco John's is turning your dollar into mouth-watering favorites with the new BOGO for a Buck menu. Get a signature Taco John's item, then add another for just $1. Abracadabra, yeah! The new BOGO for a Buck menu, only at Taco John's.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
It's about passion. It's about achievement. It's about hands-on. It's in our history. It's in our present and future. It's time to explore what Chippewa Valley Technical College is all about. Find us online at cvtc.edu and see what's in it for you.
Get ready to save some money because it's still going on. The King Furniture Total Renovation Sale with hundreds of recliners, motion furniture, bedroom furniture, and more. All drastically reduced. Over $2 million of quality name brand furniture at incredible prices. Like these Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $299. Queen mattresses starting at $349. Reclining sofas starting at an incredible $699. Do not miss the King Furniture Total Renovation Sale.
Feliz Navidad. Light up the season with Nachos Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año.
From the bottom of our hearts, happy holidays from Taco John's.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Big night for the Bucks on the hardwood. Milwaukee's made it to the quarterfinals of the first ever in-season NBA tournament. The games have been fun to watch so far this season. With the win tonight, the Bucks will be on their way to Las Vegas for the semifinals. Milwaukee's won 4 of its last 5 games, a 14-6 overall record, has the Bucks just a game behind Boston for first place in the Eastern Conference. As for tonight's game, the Bucks welcome in the Knicks for the second time this season. These two teams met back in early November. Milwaukee getting 30 points that night from Dame Lillard as the Bucks withstood a 45-point effort from Jalen Brunson, held on for the 5-point win. Knicks have won their last 3. Should be a fun matchup tonight in the quarterfinals. The winner heads to Vegas for the semis on Thursday. On the college court, how about those Badgers? Wisconsin coming off its biggest win of the season. Badgers knocking off number 3 Marquette over the weekend. Wisconsin cracking the top 25 in the latest AP poll. Badgers currently sitting at number 23 in the country. They'll be looking to make it 6 in a row tonight as they take on Michigan State. This game tipping off about 25 minutes ago. It's exclusively on Peacock, but don't worry, I'll have the highlights coming up later tonight at 10. Hard to find a team hotter than the Packers. Green Bay coming off its biggest win of the season Sunday night. Primetime victory over the defending champs. Packers get back to 500. Now they're adding some depth to the running back room. Green Bay signing veteran running back Kenyon Drake to the practice squad. Drake was drafted back in 2016 by the Dolphins. He's also had stints with the Cardinals, Raiders, and Ravens. Drake has played in 103 regular season games. He's got 41 career TDs. Another busy night for high school sports. Let's take a look at some of the games we'll be at in just a bit. Big night for high school hoops. On the girls' side, Central hosting Sparta. West Salem at home hosting Black River Falls. On the boys' side, GET travels to Toma. And on the ice, big one, the Aquinas Holman GET Luther Co-op, also known as the Avalanche. They're taking on the Sparta Toma Co-op. That's just some of the action going on tonight.
All right,
going back to that Bucks game.
Yeah.
Like you said, big incentive for the players that aren't raking in the dough.
Yeah.
There is an incentive for the team that wins $500,000 per player. So that could come in handy.
Absolutely. So kind of chump change for the superstars in the NBA.
Right.
But we were talking before the show, the Indiana Pacers have like 3 guys who are making minimum money in the NBA, which is still decent money.
Sure.
But an extra $500K goes
Big
a long
bucks.
way for those guys.
Yep.
For
And
sure.
it's making the games a little more fun too.
Sure.
And that was the goal too.
Absolutely.
Play some bets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm not a fan of, some of the alternate courts for these in-season tournaments, like the
They're
green
hard to
down the
watch.
middle for the Bucks.
They're hard to watch.
It's all right. It's
Yep.
okay.
And yeah, I'm not a homer. I don't want to sound like a homer, but the Knicks, they probably have one of the best.
Okay.
They do. It's nice and blue. It's shiny.
The
not
absolute
too
worst,
distracting.
perhaps, the Chicago Bulls. And I know there are some Bulls fans out there. That's tough to watch visually. It is a deep red.
I'll take your guys' word for it. Yeah.
Big game tonight.
Trust
Bucks
us on
Knicks.
that one.
I will be as unbiased as possible.
All right. Thanks,
All
Rob.
right, good deal. We'll be right back after this.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
Did you know that over 40% of windows are replaced within 10 years due to poor quality and poor installation?
Don't waste your money replacing your windows twice.
Every window we sell is built to last and comes with a lifetime manufacturer warranty installed by our team of craftsmen. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, the clear choice for the best windows installed by the best people. Contact us today.
For a limited time, buy one window and receive one at 50% off on select windows.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
All right, in celebration of the holiday train coming through here, we're looking at cloudy conditions tomorrow, maybe a sprinkle of flurry, breezy conditions. The good news behind those winds, the temperature is going to be climbing pretty quickly. We should be getting up to the 50s. All right, it's going to finally show there. There we go, 50s Thursday and Friday.
Enjoy those 2 days.
Looking good.
Thanks for joining us at 6.
All right, we'll see you at 10.